Hey there everybody, this is a video I did not think I would be doing anytime soon, but you never know. You think something's not going to happen and then it does. So anyway, I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet. As much as I've been on the bandwagon or lack of bandwagon for Strat-o-matic and their customer service, I still think overall they make the best product for the gaming, baseball board gaming. May not have the best components, but I still think the way the game is run, the systems being used, and all the factors involved, I still think, in my mind, Strat-o-matic is still the #1 game. People may disagree with that, and that's fine. But Strat-o-matic has a lot of loyal followers, so pretty much to each their own as to what they like. So I never thought I was going to do this, but I did go ahead and order the 2018 set. And since my game components were pretty old, I went ahead and ordered the game components as well. So I'm kind of actually curious to see if anything's changed. I doubt it, because it's only been I'd say about 4 years since I bought the game itself for the first time. So I'm thinking that they're mostly going to be the same. I also ordered, along with the game and the 2018 set, as I ordered the cardstock version of the Super Advanced chart, which I'm really looking forward to, because the original Super Advanced chart is somewhat flimsy. I know a lot of people have put it in, have taken and to Staples or Office Max or one of those kind of places and had it laminated. Of course, I didn't do that, so had wear and tear over the time. So anyway, I don't know if I've ever seen an unboxing for Strat. Usually the unboxings for newer games that people are presenting to viewers that may not have seen the game before. Obviously, almost everybody has seen Strat-o-matic before, but I figure, what the hey, got it here, why not do it? And it also will help me lead into the continuation of the 1977 White Sox project. Now that the History Maker Friends of the Community games are out of the way, ready to jump back into the White Sox. And the next game with the White Sox will be against the Kansas City Royals, as I am now up to May the 3rd. It'll be game 21 for the White Sox against the Royals. But let's go ahead and open this up and see what it is. I kind of went ahead of time and cut out the, undid some of these tape and everything, so it'd be a little easier to get out. So I think what I'm going to need to do is turn this over, because that's where the main thing is. Actually, the board's on the bottom there, isn't it? All right, let's do it this way. Let's go ahead and take it out from the bottom. Get everything off of there. So there we go. So now it's pretty much looks the same as it did 4 years ago. Like I said, I doubt anything has changed. So, but if there's anybody out there that hasn't seen Strat-o-matic before, maybe this is something neat for you. I don't know. Oops, sorry about that. My tripod almost fell over there. Probably in disillusion that I'm not even doing this video. Maybe that's part of it. All right, so Strat-o-matic 3 games in 1. I mean, people have seen this all the time. So let's look at all the game components and all that good stuff and see if anything's changed. Like I said, I don't think it has, but we'll see what they have to say. All right, so we take the lid off, and what we get is, again, you get your dice, which is the now this is different. Usually the Strat-o-matic dice I've been using in the past have always been red. Now they're blue, so that's something that has changed. I don't know the reason for it or when it changed, because every time I see somebody play Strat, they're playing with red dice. This one came with blue. I don't know if that's a change that they just made or whatever. The D20 is white. And of course you got the little tokens, and you got these Strat-o-matic rubber bands, which are world famous or infamous, depending on how you want to look at it. All right. We got the 2018 Ballpark Effects And we've also got the weather effects. And then it comes with the roster sheets, which you could get online. I actually looked at this in PDF form, so I knew ahead of time who was on each of the rosters. So you got the rosters plus who's on the additional players. You got their little advertisement, and then you got some kind of thing about strat tournaments, so we don't worry about that. All right, we've got this is the extra players in here, and most of these are pitcher hitting cards, or if they're not pitcher hitting cards, they're marginal type players. And then of course you've got the major set of the player cards. Now this is the one I was really interested to get, was the super advanced chart in the much nicer version without being so flimsy. And we'll compare it to how it normally comes. Normally speaking, this is the way super advanced chart comes when you buy the game. Very much paperish, where this is more cardstock. So it kind of is the same cardstock that the advanced chart comes in. So I think they're very comparable. And this was $5 to get this extra. So as much as I play the super advanced with the White Sox season replay, I really wanted a nicer super advanced. So by ordering this, that gave me the excuse to do that, because it's really hard to order it by itself. And of course you get the advanced chart, and you get, not that I don't need any more of these, you get the pitcher hitting cards. There's 6 of them, or I'm sorry, it goes up to 8 because they're two-sided. You get your rule book, which is all the same. You get the basic fielding for people who enjoy the basic game. I'm really not one of them. I really like these lefty-righty type things, but again, to each their own. And then you get the basic and advanced fielding charts, strategy charts, I should say. There's a second portion of the super advanced. They have their own little fangled scorecard or score sheets, which I never use, but good to have, I guess, either way. And then the standard Chicago Cubs Wrigley Field board, which is pretty standard. I think it's the same board. If I pull out my old board, I think it's 100% the same. I do believe it is. It's exactly identical, so that didn't change. Although I thought I saw some people either on eBay or somewhere that had ordered games that had, different, like one of them had Camden Yards or some other thing. And I think it'd be nice if Strat offered that, to kind of have a, one for each stadium. So if your favorite team was, the Rockies, you could have Coors Field or something like that. But that's just me. So that's just the little thing there. Again, if anybody has the blue dice that this came with, that's very interesting. I don't know why they're so small. Look how small that die is. And in fact, I'll pull out the dice that I choose to use from other games for Strat. Let me get that real quick before I knock everything over. So when I'm playing my White Sox replay, I really like the nice larger size dice, and you can see the comparison there. How these dwarf the strat-o-matic dice. So I doubt very seriously I'll use the strat-o-matic blue dice, although I may play one game with them just to be different, because it's unusual to have blue dice. What can I say? All right, so just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, I know I had been dogging Strat customer service and how they charge fee for this and a fee for that, but sometimes the game is so superior that you will pay a little bit extra just to get what I call the good stuff, the prime stuff. It's almost like gas. To me, Strat-o-matic is high test, and some of the other games are, mid-grade, and some of them are, the 80, whatever octane, the lowest octane, whatever that is. I don't remember what it is right now. But to me, Strat-o-matic is the high grade when it comes to baseball board games. I don't know how many I played, but I played a lot. Played APA, played History Maker, played Payoff Pitch, Replay Baseball, Inside Pitch, Status Pro, and Also played, oh shoot, now I'm drawing a blank on it. The game was so unappealing to me, I forget the game now. But anyway, Tabletop Earls played a bunch of it. I don't even know what it's called now, to be honest with you. But he did a whole 73 Red Sox replay on it, and I'm drawing a blank on the name. Pine Tar, that's the one. Pine Tar, I'm sorry. Pine Tar just did not impress me at all. Didn't like the interaction with that. But that's just me. Some people love Pine Tar. But anyway, just wanted to do that. And as far, I could be wrong. And I've searched YouTube and maybe I just haven't found it enough. I don't know. But I have not found anyone yet that has put a video out that has played Cards and Dice, a game with the 2018 set. I've seen them play with the 80 set, which also came out this year, but not with the 2018. So I'd like to at least do that just to be different, you know. And actually what I'm doing, the reason why I bought these cards is I'm doing a little mini project offline, just on my own, because I do like the philosophy that Tenacious Earl had with his picking the 10 teams, 10-team random, 54-game schedule, no preset lineups, no nothing. You use your injuries and all that stuff. And again, I think strat-o-matic excels in that kind of format with the, injuries and so forth, and player rest and things of that nature. So I do plan on doing something with that and using those factors. So I thought I had something else handy to look at, but I don't. Anyway, all right, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick 10 teams. I've already picked them, actually, and going to play out a 54-game schedule off camera. And I'm going to only do it in advance, not in super advanced, because I want it to go faster. So I'm going to do it in advanced, and like I said, I may never do a video of any of that. It's just on my own, which is why I wanted to get the 18 set. I'm not going to do any season replay with the 18 set. I'm just going to do that little league, and I may do a one-off game here and there just to present some of the cards, let you see some of the players in action, maybe like Shohei Ohtani pitching or Jacob deGrom pitching, somebody like that. Or if there's a big rookie out there, Acuna or somebody like that, I might do something along those lines. But this is just a impromptu. Just thought about it when I got it in the mail, and that's another thing I want to actually commend strat-o-matic on this. I ordered this on Thursday afternoon, April the 18th, and it arrived today, Monday, April 22nd. So very, and in fact, the FedEx order tracking said it wasn't going to be here until tomorrow. So I was surprised when it arrived today. Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. So, and like I said, pretty much everything's pretty much the same as I remember it, except they did change the color of the dice. And everything else, all the other components seem pretty standard. All the rule books and everything are still pretty standard. But I did want to get the cardboard version of the Super Advanced so that it'll help me with my White Sox replay. But like I said, on the one I'm going to be doing offline, the little 10-team league thing, I'm going to do that in advance, because I think advance captures the essence of what I like to see playing a game without bogging me down with all the extra D20 rolls and checks and so forth. It gives me the left-right splits, and it gives me the advanced fielding and some advanced stolen base factors. And that's, pretty much, from my experience, is pretty much all I really need. I've played basic a few times. It's okay. It's just not my cup of tea. It doesn't really offer enough for me. Any game without left-right splits, I just have a hard time playing, which is why I have a hard time playing APA Basic without using the Merino boards. But some people don't care about that. And like I said, everybody's got their own niche of what they like. And that's pretty much it. So I've rambled on long enough. I'm not going to do any showing any cards or anything. I don't want to bore people with that. I may have already bored you for the last 15 minutes on this, but just wanted to put that out there because I know in some of the chats, some of the live chats, I've been on the bandwagon of kind of bashing Strat a little bit with the customer service. And while I did not have any direct interaction customer service wise, I did place my order, and it came, as fast, if not faster than I thought it would. And all the parts came complete. Everything I ordered showed up in good condition. The only thing that, if anyone, and this would be a real big nitpick, but I don't think it was the packing. I think it was just the way it was. I guess it got jumbled around during shipping or whatever. There's a slight crease right here. I don't know if you can pick this up on camera on the super advanced outfield section here. It's got a real slight crease, but I mean, that is just, you're looking for real big nitpicks when you do that. So to me, that's not really all that important. All the information I want is right here. And since it's so sturdy, I can just stand it up and use it. And I should have ordered this a long time ago, and I never got around to doing it, but finally got around to doing it now. So now what I'm going to do, now that I've got all this, is now I can go ahead and start doing the tedious task of unperforating and putting the players on the team, and then taking the 10 teams that I've selected and pulling out the 25-man rosters I want, and then put the other guys off to the side as minor leagues and get that going. So be playing mostly, the only thing I would really be doing on camera for video purposes is going to probably be, majority of it's going to be the White Sox replay. I'm probably do a game of the week, or first game, maybe probably the last game of each series is what I'll probably do. Play the other ones on the PC, get the stats, and then on the final game of the series, just kind of give an overview of what happened in that series and play the final game before moving on to the next one. I've also got the History Maker fictional set that I want to finally get started on that. So I'll play some of that on video once in a while I play that. And most of this stuff's going to be offline because I want to do a lot, and I actually have a lot of fun playing offline. Just kind of, it's my way of getting away from everything and everybody, just kind of being by myself, and that's kind of the genesis of how all this got started. Really, never really had an intention of doing any videos or anything like that. Just kind of evolved, and I'll do the occasional one-off video, or not one-off, but a feature game from one of those replays. And the same thing with this tenacious type league for the 2018 set. I'll pick maybe a couple random games once in a while and throw them out there as well. I'll still put out a video of replay baseball once in a while, video of payoff pitch once in a while, maybe an Apple one here or there, maybe one of Action PC on the computer. Just do a variety of things to try to keep the content fresh. I got a feeling people were getting bored watching the White Sox all the time, so trying to get some differentials in there. And if there's anything in particular you guys want me to do, let me know. If you want to see more of one particular game, let me know that. I do know that just looking at previous videos, some of the ones that get the most views are Inside Pitch and Replay. I don't know if it's because there are fewer of those on video than say YouTube, than say strat-o-matic, I don't know, or APA, but just that the numbers don't lie. That's just what shows up there. So I don't know if people like that or not. I mean, I like Inside Pitch, but not as much as Strat. And I like Replay, but not as much as Strat. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I do appreciate everybody that was watching the Friends of the Community History Maker Baseball Challenge. I had a lot of fun with that, but now it's time to put that to the side, get back down to the main thing is to get back to my 77 White Sox replay, because that's the one I want to really pick up in high gear and start knocking those games out and getting a rhythm playing those games. And like I said, playing the final game of every series, which the final game of the Royal Series is getting ready to come up, so I'll do a video on that in a couple days. I'm not going to worry about the live stuff because YouTube has deemed it where we're not going to be able to record on our phones live unless you use some sort of weird app. And my internet and whatnot, I don't have internet. My internet is my phone. So if my phone is not working with that app, it's going to cut off on me. It's going to be slow. It's going to be choppy. So to me, the best thing for me to do is just make a straight video and then upload it and let people watch it, at their leisure. So that's it from here. Hope everybody's having a great Monday night, or whenever you're watching this, have a great week. And baseball's in full swing. We're almost into May, And another thing, please support the other channels that are out there. Anybody that's producing content playing board games or computer games, if they're putting themselves out there, please support them, give them a like. If you like what they're doing, subscribe to their channel, and send them some comments of encouragement. Tell them a good job they're doing, and if there's anything they're doing you would like to see, let them know. Give them some feedback. Might encourage them to put a particular game out. You never know. Encourage all those guys. I'm almost afraid to try to list all the guys because I know I'm going to forget somebody, and I don't want to shun anyone. So just search out there on YouTube baseball war games or Strat or APA or any of those games, and you'll find a plethora of content creators out there. And I encourage you to support each one of them, as it is a community, whether it's on the board with the cards and dice or whether it's on the PC. It's a community out there of people that enjoy the hobby and love what they do and like sharing with others. So that's it from here. Everybody has a great time playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And until I unwrap all these cards, I will see you all down the road.